Hello, YouTube. My name is Gary. Today I'm talking mm, with you about a show that I really like to watch. It's, since I'm also part Viking or Norse, I actually enjoy watching this show a lot. It's Vikings on history. Now, it's coming to season 4, part B. So, that being said, I kind of did some my own research about Ragnar and his sons just to see if the show is actually staying faithful to the sagas or to the tales. Now, as you can tell, I got my arm ring on, the double wolf, and I got my necklace, the double wolf with Thor's hammer. Now, before I actually begin, you know that these sagas were written down years after uh, Viking Age has died off and everything. And they were written from stories passed down from generations of Norsemen when they would tell tales around the fire, if they were raiding somewhere, or if they were celebrating a great raid or anything. So you have to take the sagas with a grain of salt because Vikings or Norsemen really didn't have the proper ability to actually write, except for some did runestones. That's it. And the other half was from the people that they actually went to the lands and actually raided, like uh, Francia, Northumbria, um, Paris, uh, Rome, Egypt, them. So these are not true true sayings from people who actually did it or lived. These are either passed down stories or written manuscripts that were from their people or places that they were trying to conquer or have. So that's said. I took the liberty to actually get my first book, The Tale of Ragnar Lothbrok. This is a very good book from the first chapter, which is the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, well, the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, not the tale, all the way to the last uh, page, which is page 81. It's a very good read. Now, these are several different short sagas that is actually broken up. Forgive me if I pronounce any of these names wrong. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce these names. So, yeah, good luck with that. The first one is the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok. Then we have Sorkwort. Then the list of the Swedish kings, the tales of Ragnar's sons, and the Krakamal. Then is the bibliography, notes, and index, which shows how the author got it. Now, the saga of Ragnar Lothbrok in this indicates that he was born an only child, and he already came in power of his own kingdom now, through the death of his father. So then he went to marry Thora, a princess of a earl or a jarl, you could call it. Now, that being said, how he actually married her was he killed a giant snake that was surrounding her burrow, you know, with his spear, and left the spearhead in. And they matched it with his. And if you want to find out who actually gave her the snake and all, get the book. Well, Thor Ragnar had two sons, Eirik and Anger, which Eirik was the oldest and Anger was the youngest. Now, after Thora died, he actually went and married Aslog, and and Aslog had four sons: Ivar the Boneless, Bjorn Ironside, Vitsta, and forgot. Hold on, give me a second. I actually forgot the fourth son. Sigurd. That's it. Sigurd Snake and Eye was the youngest. Now, Ragnar did many great journeys from here, they're saying, and he actually died at King Ella's hand because that time he wasn't thinking right, and his sons have all grown up and went into this whole famous raiding thing, so the sons were actually known more than him. So Ragnar took two ships filled with 500 men, and sometime along the way he actually crashed and he actually fought King Ella's men. Now King Ella did actually say, if this be Ragnar, no harm will actually come to him. If not, he will die. Well, Ragnar didn't even speak a word. So they threw him into the pit of snakes. And then one of King Ella's men actually said, okay, blades of steel did not bite him, nor serpents, excuse me, nor serpents below. So King Ella had Ragnar strip of his clothes. That's when the snakes attacked him and he died. Now, going on, his sons learned about this and they took great vengeance. And eventually they actually killed King Ella with the blood eagle. Sorry for the cold. Sigurd talks mostly about, want to say, what happens after it. It says how his sons were actually grown up and raised, and has a little bit of Aslog's backstory too. And it goes into the Swedish kings. Now, they actually talk about more of Ragnar's father and Aslog's father and all, and how they were great men and they conquered many nations and all. Then it goes to the sons of Ragnar, which was basically about their lives, and it was more about Ivar the Boneless than the other ones. We'll say there's about 70% of Ivar, 30% or 29% of Bjorn, and the rest was just broken down into Sigurd, Vitster. No, the Kokomo is just sayings that, or I want to say poetry that they actually said while during raids and all, so it's really nothing too in there. But I mean, this so far was really good. I actually like this. Now there is 3 other books written by him and all, and it's all in different Norse sagas. Now, of course, in the show we see that Ragnar had a another wife. If Lagatha Bjorn was their son now. Now, I'm still stirring up. I'm not sure if the real Ragnar Lodbrok actually married someone called Aslog. Not Aslog. Dude, he did. Lagatha. Forgive me. I'm trying to find that out. Now, Does the show stay true to the sagas? No. It stays true to some parts of the sagas, as you can tell. Like, as long having Vitster, Sigurd, and Ivar, yes. Now, did uh, Ragnar conquer France? Try to, yes. No. Um, the show is true to the belief that the Vikings were, and true to some parts of the sagas. Um, no, they had to change up a bit just to get that interesting drama feel to it. Which, hey, if they was true to sagas, it'll be a little bit boring if you think about it. I mean, in the show, Rolos is his brother. In the sagas, he had no brother, so there's no really sibling rivalry trying to battle out to see, okay, I'm better than him, or no, he's better than me, blah blah blah. If they did that in the sagas and put it on history, then it should have just been a documentary. But how Michael Hurst actually did it was so great that not only is he taking parts of the sagas, he's taking parts of different sagas as well. We got the main saga, which is Ragnar, right at the top. Then that breaks down into different sagas. You got Lagertha saga, you got Aslog saga, you got Bjorn saga, you have Rolo saga, and you have sub sagas, which is Athelstan, Floki, and then from there is broken down into more sagas. Aslog saga, which is connected to Ragnar saga, you have their kids, um, Vitsta, Ivar, uh, Sigurd, and I mean it just goes down. So he's doing it in such a way that it's not really based on one person. It's all of the important ones. Now, yes, it started with the saga of Ragnar, but then it actually broke down. So I'm actually really liking that. Um, like I said, if you want to get a little bit more inside now, I would say pick up this book, the Saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, by translated by Ben Wagner. I think I'm saying his last name right. Um, this was a steal. I got this off of Barnes and Nobles. With tax was $11.94. Yeah, the actual with tax and all on Barnes and Nobles is actually $17.99. The reason I got this so cheap is membership card, and I had a coupon for 25% off. Yay! No, so that is my review for the book and how it translates into the show. I give this book 5 bloody axes up. So yeah, that is it.